Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, world, and welcome to episode 60 of Ball Don't Lie. I'm still alive after lots of tornadoes on Friday night. Starkeys just got rain, but we're here. We're back. We're better than ever. My eyes are really screwed up today, so if you are watching the YouTube video, I'll be putting eye drops in about every 15 minutes.
And if I randomly stop talking or anything like that, it's because I mute myself because I have a severe cough because of COVID. So
I thought COVID was done.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, you're probably the first person I've heard get it like in months. Not only did you get it, your pregnant wife got it, of all people.
Well, we figured out the source.
Were you wearing your mask?
No.
Ooh, Starking bad.
No, we haven't worn masks in forever. And then we found out. We'll talk about it off the air. Not a big deal.
Well, I have to wear a mask when I take Harper to the doctor. Her clinic requires, and that's the only time I have to wear a mask in this world. And I literally cannot tell you how much I hate wearing a mask.
We do too. Yeah,
it is the most uncomfortable thing ever. But I think you have some good news for the show.
Yes, I do. So, hopefully here in the next week, kind of breaking news for everyone, we have a new sponsor. So be on the lookout for the big announcement. Fingers crossed. Hopefully next week.
Are you allowed to say who or no?
Not yet. I want to make that part of the big reveal.
Oh, okay.
But big. We have an additional big sponsor coming to join the BDL family, so we're very excited about this.
But we still love our original sponsor, Mitchell James.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
We love you, Mitch.
Since day one. Yeah, Mitch isn't going anywhere. We're adding to the family.
Actually, it was like day 8, I think. But let's jump into it. We got a lot going on today. We got Masters Week this week. Baseball's picking up. March Madness ended last night. I'm ready for it. I got my pimento and cheeses ready to go. Starkey, are you a pimento and cheese kind of guy?
I'm not a big pimento cheese kind of guy. I don't know. It looks weird to me. I don't really know. And if it looks weird, I'm not gonna go.
I just love how it's like one of the nasty. I hate it. It tastes terrible, but I will only eat it 3 days a week out of the entire year, just for the Masters.
Just for the Masters weekend.
But somehow probably one of the worst tasting sandwiches is the food of one of the most historic sporting events in the world.
Yeah, which is crazy because that one pimento cheese sandwich, I imagine, will cost you about $36.
Per my buddy who was there today, I think he said it was like $15.
That's ridiculous. That is absolutely insane.
Well, beer there's cheaper than food. That's because they want you to drink more, because the more you drink, the more you buy.
Yeah, well, especially in that heat.
True. Let's get into it. Starkey, we haven't talked about your beloved baseball.
Not yet.
I like baseball. I'm not a diehard like you are. You're the guy that can sit in his house all day and watch baseball on TV.
Absolutely.
I'd kill myself.
You would end up throwing something at the television.
I can, if I'm in person, I can watch it all day. But if I'm on TV, it's no. But hey, I love the pitch clock. It's taken 30 minutes off the games.
Yes.
It's definitely progressed it, and it makes it a little bit better to watch.
Absolutely. So, if I can find it very quickly, I believe.
How are your Cubs doing, by the way?
Oh, we are not great. Dansby Swanson is everything we could have hoped for. But other than that, I think we're 2-3.
How much did y'all pay him?
$177 million over 7 years.
Was that more than what the Braves were willing to offer him?
Yes.
See, if I'm him, like at some point, if I'm a player, do you want to get the bag, or do you want to win rings? Granted, he won one in Atlanta, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. Although at some point you have to think like you said, he is a world champion. He's never, to my knowledge, we can ask our resident Braves expert on this one later, been the highest paid player on his team. At some point, you have to help your family. You have to secure your family's future. And it's also cool because his wife also plays for the Chicago National Women's Soccer League team. So
Yeah, stop it.
This was able to bring them together in one city.
But hey, shout out to my Yankees, the best regular season team in sports history. They are the worst team in postseason history because they can have all the talent in the world and they suck.
Yep.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Yes. So this is per Jeff Passan of ESPN. The first 4 days of the MLB season by the numbers. In 2023, there have been 50 games played. 2022, there were only 49 games played. The average time last year was 3 hours and 9 minutes. With the pitch clock, the average time of game was 2 hours and 38 minutes. Last year, the batting average was 230. This year, the batting average is up to 245. Last year, stolen base percentage was 67.4%. This year's 83.3%. So the pitch clock has shown to not only speed up the game, but causes more urgency for the players and the teams. And we are already seeing those dividends pay off with the inclusion of the pitch clock.
Well, it's still not going to help me watch it.
Probably not, no.
So let's transition from baseball to basketball.
Let's do it.
Starkey, what were your thoughts on the LSU? Now, first, before we get on, salute to Caitlin Clark. They literally killed the Giants in South Carolina. Everybody knew what they were going to do. It was going through her.
Absolutely.
She drops a modest 40 and 10.
I'm not sure if I'm being totally honest. I'm not sure I could name another player on Iowa's team.
Can you even name 5 college women or 5 women basketball players?
Oh yeah, sure.
College?
Yeah.
Not from Ole Miss or Memphis? Exactly.
Yeah, I probably could if I tried hard enough.
Go.
All right, we got you got Caitlin Clark. You got Angel Reese.
No. She does not count.
Okay, you got Angel Reese, LSU. Got Paige Bookers from UConn. I can't remember her first name, but last name is Spud. Another from
gotta have first and last name, sir.
Then no, I got nothing.
Ha ha! I know the Boston girl from South Carolina.
Oh, Aaliyah Boston. I forgot about Aaliyah Boston.
So you know 3.5.
3.5.
We gotta know first and last names for it to count. But hear me out. I mean, somehow they were favored in the LSU game.
Yes.
That one amazes me the most. They were 3.5 point favorites. And if I would have bet on it, I would have hammered LSU money line.
I think I would have to.
Just and hear me out. Why? Explain me this. A lot of people were questioning. Why is Kim McKee? How do you pronounce her last name?
Oh, Kim Mulkey.
Yeah. Why is she allowed to be 20 feet in the middle of the court, and the referee literally has to push her back to run down?
And no technical called on her? I had no idea.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She's one of the best female coaches of all time.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, she left the powerhouse at Texas.
Baylor.
Yeah.
Where she won 3 national championships there, and they were contenders every year.
To the dumpster fire that was LSU.
At Baylor, she had She had 0 losing seasons. And she was there for 21 years. She didn't have a single losing season, and she failed to make the NCAA tournament one time. And they were runner-ups to the NIT tournament that year. They missed it.
Imagine, on average, winning a national championship every 7 years.
So this part here will fascinate you. When she was at Baylor, from 2009 to 2021, every team made it to the elites, at least the Elite Eight.
That's incredible. She's an awesome coach.
She left there to go take over LSU. And granted, a lot of people were kind of shocked that she did it.
Yeah.
But hey, she made that around. And then you see, what's the girl doing? You can't, John Cena, you can't see me. Copying. Yeah, she's literally doing the Caitlin Clark thing. And then she's pointing at her doing the ring stuff. And then she's bad mouthing her after the game. I'm like, stop it.
The thing with that is, if you look at this, I believe it was the semifinal game, Caitlin Clark is doing the same ring me. And everyone's saying, oh, it's awesome. She can talk smack, everything like that. She deserves a great player. Angel Reese does it to Caitlin Clark, and everyone's in an uproar.
I think it was how she did it. And then her comments after the game really didn't help. But also, before we move on to the men's, shout out to Jasmine Carson, local Whitehaven girl, won a national championship. Shout out to you. So let's go to the men's.
Let's do it.
I would say this is the first time in tournament history that everybody's bracket tournaments were already figured out before the Final Four.
Oh, yeah.
I was done probably by, I think I had a couple dogs left in the fight in the Sweet 16, but I was basically done in the round of 32. I was pretty much done.
Yeah, that's about where I was.
Listen to this right here. Not a single, so they're the first team, second team, and third team All-Americans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not a single AP All-American reached the Final Four.
Yep.
Only 6 out of 15 survived the opening weekend. That was Brandon Miller, Marcus Sasser, Drew Timme, Keontae Johnson, and Marquise Noel. 5 out of 15 made it past the first weekend.
Yeah. That's insane.
And only 2 made it to the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
That was the teammates. This March Madness definitely lived up to sight, but hey, how about this fact? I'm gonna end it on this quote. 2 things. Sedano, what is Sedano? What is his name?
Adama Sanogo.
I don't know why, but I hate that guy.
Oh, well. If Tankathon's right, you better get to love him because they have him mocked to the Grizz.
I hate that guy, and I don't know why.
He's an awesome player.
He's okay. So he gives me Brandon Clark and Xavier Tillman vibes, kind of, sort of.
So why do you hate him so much? Those are your guys.
I don't know. He's an unathletic. He's an unathletic Tillman or unathletic Clark, but his floaters and all that. But I think it's just I don't know. I just don't like him. He gives me like vibes that I'm gonna hit you in the face.
Yeah, it happens.
Sorry, I'm plugging in. My thing came loose. Yeah, I don't know why, but I want to hit him in the face. Like if he ever comes to Memphis, or the Hustle, when he's probably going to be in South Haven, I'm definitely going to try to punch him in the face.
All right.
I will definitely get one of those cards, and we're going to talk about the cards here in a second. But yeah, shout out to FAU though. The miracle run.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, FAU.
Although, can we just say Lamont, I believe it's Lamont Baker?
Butler, I think.
Lamont Butler, yes. Shots of the year.
Hey, big time players make big time plays.
Absolutely. Did you know? Now, this blew my mind when I heard it. Did you know that in the history of the men's Final Four, there had never been a last second buzzer beater to win a game
On the final,
until Lamont Butler did it.
because I was about to say in the national championships, there's been some because of Chris Jenkins.
Yes, but never in the actual Final Four.
I just want to give a major shout out to Dusty May. Dude, here's one thing I heard him under the table made a comment. He said, my biggest issue going into next year has been my biggest battle the past 3-4 weeks of basketball. Keeping my team together. Not because they're going to the pros, but because other schools are tampering and already reaching out to such all his star players saying, hey, why don't you come over here and
get a bag?
But hey, the American Conference next year is going to be great.
Oh, yeah, the American is in good hands.
The American is going to be. We were worried. It's going to be really good.
Yeah, the American's going to be good.
So my last thing on March Madness is good teams win, great teams cover. UConn covered the spread six times. They were 6 for 6 and won every game by double digits. Shout out to you, Bobby Hurt. Was it Dan or Bob? I think it's Dan. Shout out to you, Dan. We also have some new news broke today. The Memphis Tigers, they're playing the Maui Invitational next year, and their opponents just got announced today.
Yes.
It'll be held from the 25th, 27th, sorry. Auburn will be there, so that's 3 years in a row of playing Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado,
yep.
Dayton. Oh, dude, I love it. I low key, if I had to pick a mid-major school in any sport to follow, I think it'd be Dayton. I don't know why. Iowa State, Michigan State, UNC, and UConn.
Yeah. It's going to be a tough tournament.
Let's go. Oh, God. And it's going to be early in the season. Well, here's one thing you got to worry about. Because I think Hawkins from UConn already said he's coming back for one more year.
Mm-hmm.
Is UConn going to be able to produce the NIL money that Texas can, Kentucky can, Duke can?
They'll find it somewhere.
You never know.
They're not going to let any of their star guys walk. They'll find it.
The next thing is I want to get into this real fast. Starkey, what was Saturday?
April Fool's Day.
Correct. And that was probably in today's culture with all the transfer portals, that was the worst day to be on social media.
Yes, it was.
Because all this stuff was believable. I got a phone call from a guy at work. Shout out to Marty. Marty called me and said, hey, man, we got Coach O. I said, what do you mean you got Coach O? He sent me a picture of Coach O agreed to become the New Orleans Saints head coach or assistant, or what was it, defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So I responded with, joking because I thought he was joking with me. I said, man, about time y'all finally got a real coach. Y'all haven't had a real coach in team history. So Monday I'm talking to him, and I say something like, he's like, yeah, dude, when's Coach O officially going to be hired? I was like, you realize what Saturday was, right? He said, yeah, it was April 1st. I said, you got.
Yep.
He said, oh crap. I got too, because I saw Caleb Love transfer to Duke. I'm like, okay, that one's actually believable.
Yeah.
So I can't fault him there, but you got to watch yourself in today's social media.
So here's what I was thinking about that over the weekend. on social media, okay, and this applies to everybody. You can only believe about 50% of the stuff you read on social media. On April Fool's Day, that drops down to about 25%.
Probably dropped down to 10.
Yeah. 25 is a little generous. But there you go.
Okay, Starkey. So jumping into our next segment. But before we do that, we have an ad read.
Yeah, we do.
Folks, whether you're getting ready to buy or sell a home, please reach out to Tristan Tidmore from Compass Real Estate Agency to whether getting ready to buy a home for your own personal use or buy a business home or business warehouse or etc. office, whole 9 yards. Tristan can do it all, and I personally recommend him. If you are in the Memphis area or up to the Nashville area, I promise you, use Tristan. I fully recommend him. So, Memphis Showboats, we're starting up, baby. Are you excited?
Let's go.
Are you gonna go to a game?
I'm gonna try. I'd like to. But
I mean, you know, tickets are $10.
Yeah.
So I got bored on Saturday morning because my kid decided to wake up at I think 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So I was like, we got tickets. I'm like, okay, what games do I want to go to? First off, you know who we're being led by?
Coach or quarterback?
Running back, Starkey.
Oh, running back. I heard your Arkansas guy.
He goes by Buddha03 on Instagram. He is a former 5th round draft pick. He's got 18 career rushing touchdowns, 2,000 rushing yards. Mr. Alex Collins, Mr. High Step himself.
I knew he was a former Hog.
Yeah, I love it. I was super excited this guy came here.
It makes sense.
It sucks because of what could have been if he didn't get caught with the handgun and the marijuana. He probably could have had a longer NFL career.
Yeah.
After he came back with Baltimore the second time, he could have had Baltimore's second year there. He could have had a great NFL career, but no, we're just going to do drugs and get caught with them.
Yeah.
So I was doing some reading. Did you know that a Mr. Reuben Foster is in the NFL? Is in the USFL?
I did know that. I heard that just within the last few days.
Bro, this guy was literally one of the best linebackers in the NFL.
Yeah.
Do you know how old he is?
I'm gonna guess he's younger than I think he is.
He's only 28.
That makes me feel horrible about myself.
So, and I feel like he's way older than what he is, but this is a guy that literally so many off the field issues and injuries have killed the guy.
Yeah.
I was like reading through, I was like, holy crap, this guy's in the USFL. Hey, fun fact, do you know what his Wonderlic score was?
I do not.
My man got a 9
Yikes.
out of 50.
Don't they give you a 7 for putting your name on it?
No, that's the SAT. SAT gives you 8.
That's right.
Because I shouldn't say it, but I'm going to say it. We had this guy in high school. We were at football practice one day just goofing off. And he was bragging to us that he got he's like, yeah, guys, I got a 9 on my ACT. I look around, I look at him, I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, I got a 9. I said, shut up. No, you didn't. So he's like, yeah, no, I got a 9. I was like, dude, the rumor is you get like a 12 for putting your name down. He goes, oh, crap. And lo and behold, I went back to the locker room and he showed me his paper.
Oh, wow.
My man got a 9 he thought a 10 was the highest. This guy was acting like he was a Rhodes Scholar that day. Yikes. And then I crushed his dreams.
Congratulations.
And now he's working for the highway control. He's doing construction for highways.
Oh, well, there you go.
The guy thought he was going to Harvard on a full ride, and now he's laying concrete for the state of Mississippi.
Hey, it's an important job.
I killed it. I'm sorry. So when I say the word Reuben Foster real fast, we'll move on. What do you think of?
Alabama.
Do you think his hit on Speedy Noel, where he knocked the guy's tooth out of his head and it came flying out? Or do you think of the Auburn tattoo on his arm? Sorry, when I hear Reuben, it's automatic.
The tattoo.
When I hear the name Reuben Foster, that's always the first thing I think of. Is his tattoo. He went to Auburn High School, committed to Auburn, got the tattoo, and then a month and a half later decommitted.
Yeah.
Crazy. Let's get into the next topic, folks. NBA playoffs is getting down to the nitty gritty. We literally will Monday we'll know the playoff structure. Probably Sunday night, but I'll be asleep.
Yeah, well,
all the final games end.
Yeah.
But folks, whether you're getting ready to buy or sell your home, call Mitch for all your home inspecting needs. When we buy our next home, I'm definitely calling Mitch. And I'm hoping Mitch will give me the friends and family discount.
If not, I heard there's a code you can give for a little bit of discount anyway.
Well, I was hoping to get the friends and family discount and then use the BDL code, BDL10.
How much is the BDL10 code? How much did that get you off?
10% off.
Oh, well, there you go.
So I was hoping to get the friends and family and the 10% off the friends and family.
Well, there you go.
I may have to negotiate a little bit, but maybe the good Lord and Mitch will take care of me. But folks, I promise you, we've been saying it for now 50 episodes. Use Mitch. We love him. You will too. Realtors, he's looking for somebody to partner with. He's available and licensed in Mississippi. He's available 24/7, licensed in Memphis and Tennessee. Who you going to call, Starkey?
Like the Grizzlies called Ja, we're going to call Mitch.
So that leads me to the third thing. Actually, Starkey, we're not really calling Ja.
No, we are not.
Because Ja had stated, hey, man, I'm going to let my other guys do their thing. And that pissed me off.
Yeah. Which I hadn't even, full disclosure, I didn't know anything about that until you texted me earlier this morning. I didn't know Ja even said that.
Yeah, he literally was like, because I said when I was going through a little primer stuff, that's one thing I want to talk about. Like, Ja, you're a first team All NBA. We thrive off you. You make everybody in the team better. I get it. We had a great stretch while you were gone. Jaren was at an all-time high. Bane was at an all-time high. Imagine what they would be with you there. You would take pressure. You take pressure, John. You take pressure off people.
Absolutely.
And I think that's one thing with the youth we have to think about. It's just because we're so young. Josh saying that he wants to let them do their thing too, while me take the backseat because I was gone for 8 games. I need you to be the floor general like you were last year.
Yes. This is your team, 12.
Everybody else knows that. You can take as many shots as you want. Jaren can take as many shots as he wants. Bane can take as many shots as he wants. DB, no, but Luke can take as many shots as he wants.
The Nard Dog can take every shot if he wants to.
Tyus Stones can take as many shots as he wants to. But this team will go as far, not as Jaren. Actually, yeah, I will say that. Jaren will go as far as Jaren will take us.
Yeah.
But, John, you do so much on offense to take the pressure, let Jaren preserve himself for defense. And here's something I'll get in a second. But, I think Jenkins is going to talk to him more and tell him, hey, I need you to be more aggressive.
Yeah.
Because Sunday, that triple-double was probably the saddest triple-double I've seen.
Oh, it was his worst triple-double of his career.
I didn't even know he had a triple-double till I think you texted me after the game. And I was watching the game.
Yeah. It was.
We'll get to that game in a second.
Points, but it was like 17, wasn't it like 17 points, 10 boards, and 10 assists?
Yeah, 17, 10, and 10.
Yeah, so easily the quietest triple-double of his career.
So let's jump in the past 2 games real fast, or 3 games. Wednesday night's game against the Clippers just, I think, pissed me off. Because we finished the show, I stayed watching, and dude, Russell Westbrook couldn't miss. He was 5 for 5 from 3. Your boy Bones Highland was killing it. And then Robert Covington was 7 for 7.
Yeah.
And that took a team effort there for them to beat basically a Grizzlies team without Jaren, Bane, Tyus, Steven Adams. All you had was a banged up X, Roddy, Arabia, and Santi. And Santi was having to play your 5 half the time.
Yeah.
But hey, you just couldn't beat that game. And that game, Eric from the B team texted me this. He goes, "If this game does not get Jaren Jackson Jr. to DYOP, I don't know what will."
Exactly.
He was basically like, this game needs to be sent to all the voters to get him this, because like if you look at it, we were terrible.
Oh yeah.
And then you always on Westbrook, you always go under. Because he's always going to go, hey, if he's going to beat me shooting it, he's going to beat me shooting it.
Yep.
And they didn't have anybody either. And then you had the fan get thrown out.
Yeah.
For saying nothing. So he got thrown out, but he said he called Westbrook,
which everyone who's not a Clippers fan does.
I think I love Russ. I think he's a great. He's one of the They said he's one of the nicest guys off the court.
Yeah, good for him.
Sorry, he does a lot of stuff for charity. He does a lot of stuff for team employees, all that.
No, that was legitimate. Like, that's good for him. I can't stand him on the court.
I thought you were being sarcastic, but the fact that he gets so butthurt over being called a Westbrook, apparently that stems from his son gets bullied by that at school from last year or earlier on this year. Sorry, and that upsets him.
It's soft. I mean, his kid shouldn't get bullied, but I mean, there's ways you can fix that. But if it offends you as a grown man, it's soft.
Okay, all they call him is Westbrook. They don't even bully. All they call the kid is Westbrook. Not even bullying. Yeah, I'm sorry, it was last year they started calling him Westbrook. But explain to me this. So Friday night, I'm literally, my wife and the daughter are in the bathroom, hiding from the tornadoes, taking shelter. I have the weather station going on the TV in the living room. I got my windows open. I'm watching the storm outside, tornadoes coming, all that.
Like every good stuff, Dad.
Luckily, we still had internet and power, so I was watching the Grizzlies on my tablet.
Yep. You were texting me the entire time.
I texted you and went, how in God's name are we losing to the Clippers again? And then in midst of them winning, they shut down their starters. Kawhi quits after the first quarter.
Yep.
So we'll get into this in a second, but Tank, and then so we ended up coming back, blowing out that game. Huzzah, huzzah! So, I'm gonna ask you this. So the giveaways, which one was cooler, the Steven Adams Hawaiian shirt night or the Bane cooler bag night?
I'm gonna go the Steve Hawaiian shirt night.
The fact that he wore it on the sidelines that night is the best thing ever.
Absolutely, yes.
I saw it on one of the Grizzlies group I'm in on Facebook. Apparently, Steven's about to kill Santi before the game.
Really?
So it's poster night at the game, and Santi signed it on Steven's forehead.
Yikes!
And Steven said, "I'm going to get him in the locker room."
That's hilarious. I love that.
So RIP Santi if we don't see him. But so we'll get into this in a second. But Sunday, if I would have told you if Jaren had 31 points, Ja had a triple-double, and the Grizzlies shot over 40% from 3 and 80% from the charity line, what would you say?
Easy dub.
Yeah. The first half was.
Exactly.
The third quarter, it was 40-16.
Yes.
I just sat where I was and was like, "Are you serious?"
There were no words.
And the biggest thing is the turnovers. 18-1.
I did not know this until you texted me this. I believe it was yesterday.
Let me go watch today.
Oh, okay.
I was during the show prep. Text.
Negative 17 in the turnover margin. You cannot and you will not win basketball games when you're negative 17 in the turnover margin.
Hoop. Even when your star guys are killing it.
Exactly.
So that leads me, and then you see flashes of Jaren getting in foul trouble. Without him, we suck.
Yes, 100%.
And playoff time, you're going to be expecting him to play so much.
Yes.
One thing I've noticed, kind of going back watching some games, is if you watch a bunch of his fouls are him out, they're stupid fouls, but some of them are due to him being out of position. Do you want to know why he's out of position? Because he's watching all over the court and playing help defense the entire time.
Yeah.
Because, hear me out, if you have Kennard and Jai out there, you're screwed.
There's no defense.
Perimeter defense, you're screwed. You can hide one of them alone. You cannot hide both of them together. And if Luke is out there shooting lights out like he did 2 weeks ago against Houston, how do you justify keeping him on the bench?
You can't.
And you're not going to tell me now John's going to be sitting on the bench.
No.
No, in playoff time. God, no.
Absolutely not.
So, I think Jenkins will figure something out, hopefully. But Jaren's got to. I will never get mad at him doing a block, him trying to block a shot foul.
Yeah.
Contest foul. But the little dumb grabs, he's got to be a lot smarter with that crap. We still don't have any news on Adams, which worries me a lot.
Yeah, last I heard, Steve-O is still looking to come back the first round of the playoffs. I imagine we'll probably know something here. This is just pure speculation. Probably at least some sort of an update this week, but we don't know for sure.
I didn't get into this real fast, popped in my head. What were your thoughts on the fans wearing the Westbrook shirts and him trying to get people to take them off during the game?
I mean, I'm not shocked that he was trying to get people to take them off, but I think it's hilarious.
Did you see the fan with the brick that had Russ on it?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I think it had West written on it and it was a brick. Sorry.
I love that. That's amazing.
You can't throw us all out. But if you look at the NBA standings, so real fast, we'll get into this. I got into I never get into Facebook arguments.
Wise man.
Never do. I was going through
the comment section of Facebook.
Somebody was posting crap at how we should be the number 1 seed. I said, no, the Grizzlies should stay at 2, no matter what. Or worst case, we dropped to 3. He's like, you're an idiot. I said, what? He goes, we just get the 1 seed for the first time in franchise history. I said, dude, everybody's tanking right now for one team. He goes, yeah, us. I said, no, you're an idiot. I said, they're tanking to avoid Phoenix, the best team one of the best teams in the NBA, if healthy.
Yeah.
And more, that's kind of a small gist of it, but I got into a little argument with somebody. I never do that. I don't even know why I even said it right now, but And this guy wrote a novel about why I'm stupid. I don't know basketball. I don't do stuff. So I did plug the podcast in the rant.
Oh, well, there you go.
Said, I don't know basketball. I said, well, you can listen to my podcast. Here's the Spotify link.
There you go.
We don't. I don't want to play Russ. Dude, there's rumors that the Nuggets are trying to suck up to tank to get out of the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Just because nobody wants to play a Phoenix team if healthy.
No.
So if you look at the standings right now, the West is pretty much locked in. I would say. The only thing that can shake up in the West is the 17 through the 10 spot. Or sorry, the 7 through 10 spot. Basically, they're all either a game. They're the 8 to the 10 spot. They're one game apart. So those are the only things that will shake up. The Hawks, Raptors, and Bulls are all one game apart. Hawks and Raptors are tied. Hawks get the edge because the regular season record, and the Bulls are one game behind them. And remember, if you get to the 7-8 matchup, it's double elimination for you. We got bailed out on Sunday. Thank the good Lord for the Spurs.
Yes, we did.
So I texted you this before this, and I was reading it. Did you see I know you didn't see it, but the injury report tonight for the Trailblazers?
No, I didn't see it, but you did tell me that there's only 6 active players for the Blazers tonight, which is insane.
I'm sorry. So they actually updated. I think it's up to 7 or 8 now. Like Shaedon Sharpe, he was listed as questionable, which granted NBA you really don't know, especially now in this. Not Shaedon Sharpe. Who was? Oh, Kevin Knox was questionable. Sorry.
Knox.
And I'm like, okay, he's probably not going to play. They're in full tank mode, so I didn't think they were going to play him. Luckily, thank the good Lord, we are up by 14, and hopefully we don't collapse. Luke Kennard is 5 of 6 from 3 for 15.
5 down, 6 to go.
Bane is 1 of 3 from 3. Ja is 1 of 1 for 3, 9 points. Jaren has 8 points. Dude, we're killing it. Santi's one. We're looking good. I think tonight's going to be a good night. And I'm going to go ahead. We're shooting 53% from 3, 100% from the free throw line, and 53% from the field. So I'm probably just jinxed us there, but
probably
if we lose, I'll take the blame, Grizzlies Nation. Basically, so I've been hearing more and more people say it, Starkey, who they don't want to face in the playoffs. And it's one team. It's the Lakers. Okay. Lakers and Suns.
The Lakers have been one of the hottest teams in the NBA lately.
So the Lakers have won 3 in a row, but they're doing it defensively.
Yes.
You added Jared Vanderbilt, who's a stud. He guarded the 1 through the 5. I wish we could have gotten him. He wouldn't have really fit with that. Or now he would have fit with this. We don't have any freaking bigs. Which I'm still mad, and I don't understand why we didn't sign a big to the end of the season. I'm pretty sure we could have got an injury exemption for BC being out the year.
Yeah, I'm sure we could have.
Maybe, but I don't want to play the Lakers because they're going to get all the freaking calls.
Yeah.
LeBron gets touched. Okay, that's a foul. You're done. And I don't want to see Shaedon Sharpe. So right now, imagine this first round matchup. It could happen. Clippers have a good shot at falling out of 5, and the Warriors have a good shot of going to 5. The Clippers have Lakers, Trailblazers, Suns. Okay.
Okay.
The Warriors have Thunder, Kings, Trailblazers.
Okay.
Warriors have a chance to go 2-1. The Clippers are probably going to go 1-2.
Yeah.
If that happens, the Warriors go to the 5 seed, which means one of your 2 teams you don't want to face in the postseason, Warriors or Suns, could get knocked out in the first round of the playoffs, which is what we freaking want.
We need to happen.
Gosh, I feel like the NBA is going to do everything in their power to make this not happen. Real fast, the Mavericks are talking about shutting down Kyrie and Luka to secure a top 10 pick in this year's draft.
We talked about this a couple days ago. I think, honestly, it would absolutely be in Luka's best interest to ask for a trade this summer. And I think with the Mavericks, I absolutely grant that request.
I mean, your return is going to be phenomenal, but I think, though, if I'm if I'm Luka, I want to win there just because I think he's like Dame, he's loyal. But since they've gotten Kyrie, they're 8-16.
Yeah.
Because you've traded away some of your best wing defenders.
Yeah.
And then if you look at it too, here's one more stat real fast. When they traded for him, they had they were the 4th seed in the NBA.
Yep.
At February 10th, they had a 96% chance of making the playoffs. As of Sunday, April the 2nd, they had an 8% chance of making the playoffs. And real fast,
I don't know of any other team who has had, in this relatively short amount of time, a worse collapse than Dallas.
hey, defense wins championships, and Luka and Kyrie don't play defense.
Yeah. If you look at it, there's similar players on the court.
It was a big swing, and it was a big miss.
Yep.
2K, that lineup wins every time.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
NBA, no. So before we move on to our next thing real fast, we pick our Masters winners. I'm going with a parlay here just for those who want a little cash. I guarantee you this will hit. So it's a 5-leg parlay. We're going to take Joel Embiid to win MVP. He's the odds-on favorite right now. The only person that may have a chance to upseed him is Jokic. So we're taking Joel Embiid, Paolo Banchero, Jaren Jackson Jr. right now to win DYOP. And this is your big one right here. He's the biggest underdog. He's actually the only underdog right now. We're going to take Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Okay.
Most improved player.
All right.
Plus 310. We're going to set him in there. And then we're going to do Emmanuel Quickly as your defensive player, or not, your 6th man of the year. $10 pays off, I think, $96. A little small payout, but hey, I'm telling you, folks, this is a guaranteed hit.
All right. Y'all heard the man.
Starkey, real fast, we're into our Mount Rushmore tonight. Who is going to be your Masters winner? Who will wear the coveted green jacket on Sunday?
So I am going with a guy who has been relatively quiet the last few years, but who I think personally is due for I don't want to say a comeback, but it's due for a hot streak. I'm going to go Mr. Jordan Spieth.
Really?
5 years ago, this man was being talked about as the next Tiger. You could not put the man on a green and him not win whatever tournament he was in. Right now, and again, I barely know what I'm talking about here, so you're going to have to explain this. But as of right now, CBS has them as the 4th best favorite to win the Masters at 15-1 odds.
That's good odds.
So I'm going to go Mr. Jordan Spieth.
Well, my gut tells me to take Scotty Scheffler.
He probably would have been my number 2.
I can't go with the favorite, Starkey. I'm going with everyone's favorite Australian, Cameron Smith.
Okay.
Remember, even though he's on the LIV, you are allowed to compete in the Masters. If you are a winner of the Masters, you will always have a spot there.
See, I forget that the LIV guys can compete in the Masters now.
Okay, Starkey. Are you ready for the Mount Rushmore tonight?
Let's do it.
Okay, folks. So this week, I'm hoping there's going to be a little feud, a little hatred in this thing. This week's Mount Rushmore is 5 of the best movie sequels.
All right.
Starkey won the coin toss, and you have to justify your reason why it makes the Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
And it has to make it unanimously.
Okay. I think this one should be a softball.
Okay. Start us off, Starkey. What is going to make our Mount Rushmore?
Empire Strikes Back.
That is a great one. Okay. That is probably my favorite Star Wars movie.
It is absolutely my favorite Star Wars movie.
I can quote that movie from start to finish. It's one of the best movies of all time.
If you
Evil wins.
If you guys want to go back to one of our earlier episodes, we actually sat down and ranked our top Star Wars movies, and Empire was number one on both Jared and I's list. So it's my comfort movie. I put it on when I'm bored or tired or need just something good to watch if I've had a hard day. But yeah, Empire Strikes Back, by far, number one, got to be on the list.
Okay. With mine, so we already have one unanimous. That's good. That's good. Off to a good start. I'm going Shrek 2.
Absolutely.
The best Shrek movie of them all.
Yes.
So many innuendos, so many Easter eggs. It's literally one of the best movies of all time.
Yes, absolutely. It's actually number 2 on my list.
Like, I mean, one of my favorite scenes is when they have Donkey shedding a tear. And they go, Donkey, think of something sad. He goes, well, one time I was at a party and everybody got drunk and started yelling, pinata, hitting me with a stick, yelling, pinata, pinata, pinata. What the heck's a pinata anyway?
I love it so much.
And then they got the 007 or the Mission Impossible one where they're going down in there to rescue Shrek, Donkey, and Puss in Boots. And what was it? Pinocchio was wearing a thong. And they go, tell a lie. Huh? I'm wearing ladies' underwear. His nose doesn't grow. He goes, and then Gingy's like, oh, it's a thong. So many classics. So Shrek 2 is the unanimous.
Absolutely, it's unanimous.
Okay, so we're 2 for 2. It's not kind of what I was hoping for, so I'm hoping we'll get some hatred here in a second.
Number 3, I'm going to go The Dark Knight.
I don't know.
Really?
I like the one with Bane so much more.
Okay, so are we talking direct sequel, or could it be 2 or 3?
It's got to be a direct sequel.
Okay, so
You have to go 1, 2, 3. Like it has to go like 1, 2. So it go Batman, the original one, and then Dark Knight, and then the one with Bane. I can't think of the name right now.
Yeah, so it's Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Rises.
I mean, is it good? Do you put it in the top sequel movies of all time, though? I mean, it's a great movie. Don't get me wrong there.
I do for one reason.
I swear, if you throw in the fact it's Heath Ledger's last movie.
I'm not even going to say it's good because it's his last movie. But he absolutely crushed that role.
Yeah, it ended up killing him. That's why it shouldn't make it.
He devoted so much of himself to that movie.
Okay, let's put it. I don't know if that can. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's a great movie to watch all the time, but is it justifiably 2? Is it justifiably a top 5 sequel of all time? Like, if I have a gun to your head and said you can only watch Dark Knight Rises the rest of your life, either you do that, or are you going to say, okay, that's fine?
I could probably get behind The Dark Knight.
You could probably? If I had a gun to your head and said, hey, you can only watch Shrek 2 the rest of your life, you're going to go, okay, thanks. I do that anyways.
Yeah, exactly. That's nothing new in my life.
You know what, Starkey? I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Okay. This one is a little off the topic. It's off the beaten path. 22 Jump Street.
I was actually thinking it. Well done, sir.
Stop it, Starkey. This is not what I wanted.
It was not on my list, but in my as I was going through it mentally, it crossed my mind. See, this isn't a bad thing.
Just because that movie, it makes fun of all the sequels.
Yes, it does.
It's got action. It's got love. It's literally the polar opposite of the first one.
Yes.
Smith and Capstarter, baby. Still one of the best songs of my life. And you got Queen Latifah going, I'm from Compton.
Yeah.
With Ice Cube. Oh my gosh. Great movie. Okay. What do you got at 5?
So here's the one that I don't know if we'll agree on. Rush Hour 2.
No. Sorry.
Really?
No.
It's my favorite of the trilogy.
Starkey, how many people do you know that purposely enjoy going to watch Rush Hour?
I love Rush Hour.
I will maybe put it. Okay, so do you use it as background, or are you actually going to sit at home on a Friday night, eat popcorn, and watch 1, 2, 3?
Oh, I would absolutely sit and watch the Rush Hour movies. I did the other night. They're fantastic.
I think it's only good background music.
That's fair.
I'm not a big Chris Tucker guy, so
see,
I'm sorry, I can't give it to you.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm sorry. I gave you Dark Knight. I can take out Dark Knight and give you Rush Hour 2.
No, we'll keep Dark
I'll
Knight.
negotiate here.
No, we can keep Dark Knight. That's all good.
It wasn't honestly. I don't think it was good as the first one.
Okay, that's fair.
That's just my opinion.
But I do have an alternate, if I may.
Okay. Well, no. So we have mine. If mine passes, then we're done. If mine doesn't pass, we go to your backups until we get our 5th one.
Okay.
This one. This is a good one. I feel like it is.
Okay.
I went and saw it in movie theaters with my cousins.
Okay.
You stay classy, San Diego. Anchorman 2. The reason why I got into journalism. Ron freaking Burgundy. God.
I didn't care for the Anchorman movies.
What? The Anchorman movies are some of the best movies ever made. So wait. You rather watch Anchorman? You rather watch Rush Hour movies over Anchorman?
Absolutely. Yes.
Shut the front door. Stop it. Listen, I don't know what's wrong with the water down in Marigold, but we need to get you tested.
Well, actually.
Oh, say you're admitting you have issues.
I'm not denying it.
Starkey, Anchorman 2 is one of the funniest movies. And it's based on a true story. It's not, but...
I was like, no, it's not.
Oh, you were getting ready to Google it, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, so Anchorman 2 is not making it, is it?
If you disagree with my backup, we can put
No, there's no disagree. It's either it's making it or it's not.
Okay.
I need a yay or nay, Starkey. You just said earlier you didn't care for it, so that should be a no right there.
Let's put it like this, okay? I'll talk about negotiation. You gave me The Dark Knight. If we disagree on my alternate, I will be glad to give you...
No, because I kind of want to keep this going because we're starting to get feuded and I like it.
Okay, well, there you go.
Was it a no?
Yeah, it's a no.
Okay, what is yours?
Men in Black 2.
Call me crazy. I'm not a big... My dad I think I watched Men in Black so many times growing up with my dad. I didn't like it.
I love it.
In the words of Randy Jackson, it's a no for me, dog.
See, the thing is, growing up, and it is the opposite for me. Like my dad and I, like Men in Black was our thing. And just about every Saturday night, like clockwork, on TNT, you could always find either a Will Smith, a Tommy Lee Jones, or a combination of the two movie every Saturday night on TNT.
Well, I think that's because it's going to piss some people off. I'm not a big Will Smith guy.
Hey, neither's Chris Rock.
I hate Chris Rock with a passion. I hate Chris Rock. I know that's bad to say, but I cannot stand Chris Rock. So I'm sorry, Starkey. I can't justify it.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's fine.
It's
It's
not
fair.
you. It's not you. It's me. Deadpool 2. Drop the mic. No. If
I love,
Deadpool 2 is not,
I love Deadpool, but I didn't like it as much as I did the first one.
I thought it was better than the first one.
I like the first one better.
Oh my gosh! So Deadpool 2 is not making it. Yeah, I'm going to my beat backups. Now, okay, then what's your next one then?
Okay, I've got two that I am going back and forth. I'm going to go. Okay.
You get one, not two. Oh no, because
Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
I think. Okay, I'm glad we're going more here. So I like Captain America movies. My issue with Winter Soldier is there's so many moving pieces.
There are a ton of moving pieces.
And that's why I don't like it that much. I think that's my least favorite Captain America movie.
Really? Which is
That's
crazy
not,
because that's a lot of people's favorite.
I
It's not my favorite either. Civil War is my favorite. But
I would say that's number 3 of the Captain America movies.
okay, that's fair.
So I'm going to end the show here with this one. So I'm sorry, I can't pass. I'm going best sequel, 5th place, Endgame.
That's fair.
It was better than Infinity War. In some ways.
In some ways.
I would watch that more, and it gives you so much closure on all the characters.
Yeah.
So can we agree with that?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. So, folks, Starkey's going to post this, I think, tomorrow on the Twitter feed.
Yep.
What our top 5 best movies sequels are. If you have any better, let us know.
If you have any honorable mentions, such as Toy Story 2, perhaps.
See, that made it, but I'm like, man, we can't go like that many. We can't get. We can only really have one animated movie.
That's fair.
So we have Empire Strikes Back, Shrek 2, Dark Knight Rises, 22 Jump Street, and Endgame.
Yep, I like it.
I almost hit you with a classic Scooby-Doo, Monsters Unleashed.
See, I still like the first one better.
What about Rugrats in Paris?
Ooh, that would have been a good one.
What about Sharknado 2?
I've never seen any of the Sharknado movies.
You've never watched it, dude. Okay, we'll get into that later on here in a minute. Next episode, folks. I may have some stuff coming up here at the end of the about for the NFL draft week. I'm gonna try to see if I can get some guest pickers on. I have a great episode in store for you then. Starkey, any closing words for the day? Sorry, words are hard.
Words are very hard. No, we're good. We're all good down here.
While we are ending the show right now, of course, the Grizzlies' lead is now down to single digits.
Yeah.
I jinxed us. I'm sorry, folks. It is all my fault. Skylar Mays is killing us. We suck. Sell the team. Folks, we'll be back next week. We'll probably do some playoff predictions, whatnot. Answer me this. Do you think it's more challenging for the 1 and 2 seeds because you don't know who you're playing versus the 4, 5, and 3 and 6? You have a little bit more time to game prep.
I think so.
Because they'll probably start prepping Sunday night for the 4-5, 3-6 matchups. While the Grizzlies, hopefully, and the Nuggets will have to wait.
Yeah.
To probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
To find out who they're playing.
I think it is a little bit harder, but at the same time, it also gives rest for those guys that we're needing to get back.
Hey, on the bright side, we're 2-0 in play-ins, baby. Even though hopefully we'll never be in that spot again.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Before we end the show, the Memphis Hustle season came to an end in unfortunate fashion. Starkey's one of his favorite players, Ty Washington, helped kill the Hustle.
I mean, it's dead to me.
Why?
Because he single-handedly put the Hustle out of the playoffs.
And he did have like 12 assists, but Dakota Mathias, whose autograph I have, went like 5 of 16 from 3. Shooting up there like Dylan Brooks. Folks, we'll be back better than next week. Hopefully, for my sake, a little bit more organized on my part. Starkey was way better than me tonight. But we will see you next week, folks. We gone.